Well, Jamie, what were your views on the game?
I think for about 60 minutes, I think we put Reading under a bit of pressure. Scoreline was 2-0 at half time, and if you really think about it, there were two silly mistakes from us, and we've been punished. In the first half, we've had a couple of good opportunities. Mary's made a very good save, and we've had one cleared. How somehow it's been come off our centre forward and gone away from the goal. But I think first half, after the two mistakes that we made, that we grouped really well, and the character of the girls, you can see it for the whole 90 minutes. They haven't stopped running tonight, and and we keep saying it week in, week out. It's the character that's going to build these players and make them stronger. And it's exactly what we're going to say after tonight's game, that they haven't stopped running. They keep doing what we asked them to do. They've done their best, and at present we're not getting a bit of luck in front of goal, which you don't get. But we'll continue and we keep going.
Well, as you mentioned, you've had a couple of chances there. Would you say that was the unluckiest you've been not to get a goal so far this season?
I think when you find yourselves where you are, you get the luck, you get the rub of the green, and sometimes you don't. And we're where we're at, and unfortunately we didn't get the rub of the green tonight. And I think that's been the same in a few games. We're creating the opportunities, but unfortunately we're just not taking them.
What would represent success for you between now and the end of the season with the games that you've got left?
I think it's got to be that we got to make sure that we continue doing what we're trying to do. We're blooding a few youngsters tonight. A 16-year-old has made a first start to be a man of the match as well, by the way. So that goes to show that we've got some good youngsters at this club, and the success will be that the character of the girls will continue fighting, will continue going, and we know what we want to achieve, and we know that others maybe think that's a million miles away from us, but we know how far away we are and how close we can be. And we'll just continue doing that, and it's all about the character and that resilience that I don't think you could ever question from our players.
And you mentioned the 16-year-old getting player of the match, but there's actually quite a few youngsters come through the college system and youth players out there for you tonight. What do you hope they will learn from tonight's experience?
Well, they'll learn from playing against some seasoned internationals. Joe Botters, Farrell Williams, Rachel Furness playing in midfield, Remy Allen. Remy Allen's been a WSL 1 player for nearly 10 years. Playing against those type of players, they'll see what's needed to get to the next level and to stay at the next level. So these players have been around, they know the score, they know what they're capable of achieving, and it's all to do with our youngsters developing the way they need to develop on and off the ball, and physically and psychologically. And I think, as I said tonight, a 16-year-old getting her first start, being player of the match, and Meg Robinson coming on. Ella Pusey playing at centre forward. There's a lot of youngsters in this club, and the club is in a good place. It just, for many, but mostly looking inside or looking outside to in, mostly don't think it is in a good place. But we know where we're at, we know what we're trying to achieve, and we'll continue doing that.